Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy. Today is Tuesday the 19th. I'm currently reading the first book of the Boys of Tommen series. I'm reading Binding 13. I've avoided reading this book for so long because I just didn't think it would be up my alley. And then I don't know what like made me want to buy, because I bought it on I basically got this book for free because when I got my Kindle, they gave me like Kindle credit, and I bought this book when I had the Kindle credit, so basically it was free. I was like, I know Destiny loves it. I don't like trust their like book taste with all of me, because like we disagree on stuff like normal people. But I know that Sarah loved Magnolia Parks and I didn't like it before I like really got into it, and now it's like an unhealthy obsession. So I'm reading Binding 13 right now. It really threw me for a loop because like these characters are young. They're young. Like Shannon, 15 years old. It's basically it's giving Wattpad. It's giving Wattpad and like the worst ways. Shannon, she has like every single like Wattpad like main character ticked box for getting bought by One Direction. It's insane to me. These books talk about really heavy topics like parent abuse, bullying, and all that stuff, but like that's what Shannon is. Like she's that Wattpad character, and then she's like also very small and like petite, and that's all they talk about for the first like 10 pages. Like the first chapter of her like in her POV, that's what you hear, like, oh, I'm so small, and like how other people receive her. She's like, oh yeah, she's so small, blah 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 blah. I saw a TikTok and someone was like, this book is like basically Omegaverse coded without the Omegaverse, like without it actually being like that, but that's how it is. Basically fanfic. The writing is not good either. There's no character development. Sorry about it. I was just like, there's just no way that like this book is like this sought after and like people love it. I'm like, girl, what? It's cringe, and like in all those ways it's so bad, but it's so addicting. I'm not even fucking joking with you. I can't stop. Like I can't just put it down. But I have to like reverse my mindset, because every time I think of these characters and I'm reading it, I'm like, oh yeah, they're probably like, because it's the Tomlin College, but like it's set in Ireland, so like their college is basically like the end years of high school for Americans. So like this girl, 15 in the book, 15. And then Johnny, I hate that fucking name. Johnny is 17, about to turn 18, and he's a rugby player. Don't know what rugby is. There's one quote that I was dying. This wraps up the like book essence in a nutshell, because it was just so like funny, and it was just like, it gives the essence of teenage boy or teen girl writing a book like this. You know what I mean? Like this is I think Chloe Walsh wrote this when she was like 16 on Wattpad, and then decided to traditionally publish it. Like I'm not even joking. When they were chasing, this is Johnny speaking, so I'm gonna do it in a deeper voice. When they were chasing girls, I was chasing gains. Are you joking? I thought that was so unironically funny. That being said, I caught up on my reading because me and my roommate, I just hyperfixate on certain things, and so I was just back into my Marvel hyperfixation. So we watched the first Captain America first. We didn't watch any of the Iron Mans or Hulk or the Thors. Then we went to the Avengers, Winter Soldier, and then we watched Ultron. And then after Ultron we watched Civil War, and we finished Civil War, and then we skipped Spider-Man because she's watched the Spider-Man. I don't watch Ant-Man. We might go back to Black Panther. We skipped that for now, and then we're watching Thor Ragnarok right now. And the only reason I'm telling her to watch Ragnarok is because like that's where you figure out where the Hulk was. Like the Hulk is the whole time of Civil War and all that stuff. Because of that Marvel phase, I've just been heavily into, like, I've just been involved. Like, I go on TikTok, I watch clips of interview clips. It's insane. I'm weaning off of that right now. And I'm back into reading. So I just finished The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. That one, low-key, there's a plot, didn't care for the plot, like didn't care. But the relationship in it was really cute. It was basically You've Got Mail. It's like a rendition of that. It's less dragged out than You've Got Mail, and how I would expect the people in You've Got Mail to like actually react, because I just read so much that I like subconsciously know how authors and like fanfic art like authors. But yeah, I read that. 4 stars. That's all I gotta say. See you tomorrow. Hi guys, it's 3:46 on Wednesday, and then I've been binging Binding 13. I still stand by it. It's bad writing. It's bad. There's no plot. There is no plot. And sometimes I love a good plot in a book. Sometimes I love like actually like really getting into it and being like, oh, what would happen if I was there? Blah 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 blah. But sometimes I love a good no plot. Sometimes I just love when there's no thought and just vibes. And that's basically this book. But the vibes are basically the same every single scene. The scenes are the same. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of it. But I told you, it's like I can say so many negative things about this book. It's bingeable. Like I just can't stop. But because I've been binging this book, I'm 80% done with the book. I'm on page almost 500, 490 something. Like nothing happens, and then Shannon and Johnny just don't communicate, and then he's like so obsessed with her, and then she likes him, and then nothing comes out of it. And like I kind of get where Johnny goes from. Like she's like 16 and he's almost 18, so I'm like, okay. And then also he's like this big time rugby player, and he's like, I'm gonna leave it this summer, acting like he's never gonna come back. Like you act like the summer is like a year and a half basically, and like after he does go into the summer, he goes to his 6th year, and I think that's the end of it, and then he goes to be on like a big rugby player. But like you're leaving for the summer, and then he said that he's coming back the next school year. So what's the point? Like what's the problem? They've lowered down the amount of time they like say that she's small. Like it's not every 10 pages now, it's every 40. I'm gonna power through the second book. We're powering through. I don't know if I'm gonna read the next book. I have to study for my exam tomorrow. I just print out the notes that I type, and then I highlight it, and then I hope it's for the best. Oh, about my test that I had on Friday, I don't know, my biology test went well. It's not graded yet, I think. But also during that time, I was not stressed at all because I was deep into my Marvel deep into my Marvel like rabbit hole. So I just wanted to basically watch the movies with my roommate. So I like the day before the exam did not study. Like I like studied for a little bit, and then I was like, guys, I was like, we have to watch the next movie. Like I'm just not like, I'm procrastinating studying. And then that morning I studied for like 2 hours, and then I had an hour break between like the test and just me time. So I'm probably gonna finish Binding 13 tonight. I have to make dinner. I'm making salmon Emily Mariko bowls. Oh, I got annotating supplies. Literally just got the like colorful tabs that everyone has. You can't really see. Oh, you can. These are my Magnolia Parks tabs. And then get ready. These are the Daisy Hates tabs. I love Daisy. I love Daisy. I did We Hunt the Flame by Sabar Tahir. I did like goldish colors. I don't know, I just do what I feel like doing. But I did purple for these ones. I forgot how good this book is. I was annotating it, literally cried about the same scene I cried about when I first read the book. So I'll see you tomorrow, or when I finish this book, which is probably tonight. Okay, ending review. Basically what I've said, it's repetitive. There's no plot. We repeat scenes. Shannon and Johnny just don't communicate, and then blah 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 blah. The ending scene of Binding 13 and the first like chapter of Keeping 13, because I've started that one, It's like very graphic. I'm giving it a 2.5 stars just because you've heard my thoughts basically. The reason it's getting that half star is because I was sucked in. Like, I was immersed. I was back in my 11-year-old Wattpad phase, and I wasn't out. So there's that. Hi guys, it's Thursday. I'm about to head to class. I did my makeup. Guys, there's this girl on TikTok, like she did the 75 hard. I think her name's Alyssa. Don't know her last name, but she did like a makeup tutorial, and she was like, oh, for my lips I put like a couple layers of Benetton on it, and then I put on Rare Beauty's like lip oil. Girl, that just changed my life. Look at my fucking lips. Regarding Keeping 13, I didn't read too much of it. I watched Marvel. I read a couple pages this morning, but yeah, I'm hoping to finish it by Saturday and be done with the series, because I don't think I'm gonna read Joey like the other books. Maybe I could read Claire and Gibbs. Oh, because I just don't care. Like, the writing's so bad still. I think it's better. Nah, I can't lie. Today's Friday. No class. I had this. Now it's time to read. I'm like 130-ish, 145. Oh, I'm 145 pages in, which is like 22% of Keeping 13. The same stuff happens, but we're just more coupley now. Guess what? I'm still in the same spot, but now I'm gonna edit. I tried to make some schoolwork. I'm on page 245, 275. I read about 100 pages. And I'm telling you, nothing happens. Like, we just go through the same steps over and over and over again. This book probably could be 400 pages. And that's pushing it. No, actually, both books, probably if the first book was like 400 pages, this one could be 300. I'm guessing. I don't know. I haven't read the whole thing. How much footage we have from all these days? 45 minutes. Just blah, blah, blah. Guys, my school has a gym. Been to it once, never again. So I'm going to my apartment gym. Hopefully it's fine. Wish me luck. Hi guys, I'm back. It's now Saturday. I just finished Keeping 13 like 30 minutes ago. Let me tell you, I read probably 70% of the book, probably like 65, 70-ish into the book. Same thing over and over and over again. This family is getting abused. There's no justice. And then, like, it's just repetitive. And then there's nothing happening. And then 70% in, something finally happens with them. And that's when the story actually gets good to me. Like, I was, like, about to DNF the book, like, 40% in the book. I was like, I just can't do this. Like, I don't see anything happening that's gonna, like, resolve anything. But it did happen. I was so annoyed with so many characters, like, morally. And then I was just annoyed with Gibbsy. He was just so annoying in this book. I was just like, he's like the funny comedic relief character. Like, he was just so not funny this book. I was just like, can you please shut up? Like, actually just stop talking for a couple minutes. The dialogue is really bad in this book. I feel like I paid attention to it more because it was like more cringe lines being said. It was more sexual based because they're finally, Johnny and Shannon are finally together, and so you get like that monologue, that inner monologue of like these characters, and it was just so uncomfortable. I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with this. I don't want to read this. And it was just like, I don't know, like the vocabulary they used was just like so 15-year-old boy that I was just like, no one really says that. So I was like over it. Overall, finished Keeping 13, 654 pages of my time lost. So I'm giving it a 1.25 stars. I actually hated it. It was so bad. Ugh. Like, I want to know what happens to Joey in his book, and I want to know, like, is it after the events of Keeping and Binding 13, or is it like a preview into his relationship before Johnny and Shannon's like story? Like, I'm just so confused, and I'm not reading it. Like, I'm willingly not reading it. I can't do it. I'm done. I can't read anymore, Chloe Walsh. I kind of knew I wasn't gonna like it, so like I can't really blame anybody except for me. So I'm just relaying the fact that I didn't like it. It's just not for me, and I don't think it ever will be for me. Maybe I'll read like spoilers of what happens like later on in the series, because I just don't think I can pull myself to actually read the books. Like, I want to know what happens to these characters, but I don't care enough to know what happens to these characters. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.